You've got it tuned to the Morning Bell here on Rebel Radio. I am Mario J. Bell. He is the Pose, and on with us, we're doing this awesome interview that we've been waiting to get on, even when I was on another station. Even we're joined by Weird Paul. How are you?
I'm great, thank you. It's good to be here.
Awesome. See, he's doing the you can't see it on the radio, but trust me, he's doing a good symbol. And also, I don't want to forget to welcome our producer and booking agent himself, Tony P. Hi, Tony P.
Hello there. How are you?
We're good.
Awesome.
We're real good. Okay, so we are broadcasting for people that are watching this. There is Facebook. There is a Twitch channel of I am Mario J. Bell, and then there is also a YouTube channel. But I haven't quite gotten the live part there yet, so it comes up afterwards. But we'll be on YouTube as well. But without further delay, let's just get into it. We're talking with Weird Paul. He blew up the internet. And I want to know how this whole thing got started. I guess we got to go way back. Obviously, we're from the 80s too, and we love your stuff. What made you decide you wanted to do like home videos back in the day?
I'm sorry, you broke up at the end there. What was the question?
Oh, about why you wanted to do home videos. What made you get into videos in general?
Well, I mean, I was always talking on cassette tapes back when I was very young, and starting like the late 70s. And so I'd already been doing that for a while. And I always thought, boy, it would be really cool if when you listen back to these, it's just sound. Wouldn't it be cool if you could actually watch what you recorded too? And I remember in the early 80s, I started seeing, because by then people had access, people who had money had access to getting video cameras. And I saw a couple things on television. One was on The Tonight Show, Johnny Carson. There was a guy that had filmed himself making short little funny videos, and he sent them in and they played them on The Tonight Show. The guy's name was Len Sella, and he's kind of like a legendary figure in that kind of scene. Sure. And then there was a special that was actually on television hosted by Michael J. Fox, and this would have been in early 1984, and it was all videos that people had sent in for this program, and this was long before America's Funniest Home Videos, you know. So this was the first program of that kind that had ever been broadcast, and I was just like enchanted with it. I was like, wow, look at these people made this at home, and then now they're on television. And I was like, maybe I could make videos and be on television too someday. And so I started like asking my dad periodically, could we get a video camera? And you know, we were not rich. We're not well off at all. So, you know, my dad's always said, well, maybe for Christmas we'll get one. You know, we'll see. Maybe it could be a present for the whole family or whatever. But we actually got it in September 1984. I think there was some kind of special deal on it or something. My parents went down to the mall and they came back home with it. And you know, my dad really didn't want me messing with the camera at all.
Of course not. Very expensive back then.
Oh, yeah. And I think he was planning on using it to film like special family events or, you know, things like that. But I grabbed it immediately, you know. I started using it immediately. And because that was my plan all along. And my dad never really used it very much, to be honest with you. I used it almost every day.
Awesome. And what were you doing every day? What kind of stuff would you videotape?
I mean, anything I thought would be interesting. I started out, I mean, one of the first things I filmed was somebody had gone to the bathroom and I filmed the inside of the toilet. And my dad was not happy about that. When he saw that, he made me erase it. He made me erase it, and then he took the camera away and he said, you know, you can't use this for a week. But I was so charming, I got the camera back later that day. I was able to
and reshot that probably?
I let some time elapse before I did that again. But anyway, yeah, I started filming. If something happened, somebody dropped something, somebody got hurt, anything that I thought was very newsworthy, I would get the camera out so I could film it, you know. Or you know, I'd make up little scripts. I'd write little stupid scripts, and then we'd film them, you know. And I'd cast my family in all different parts, you know, of what characters they were going to play, and get them to do it. I had very cool parents that would actually, you know, would do that for me. So
I did the same thing, but we didn't have the video camera yet. We had the Super 8.
Oh, wow.
Camera. So we were doing it on film and having to wait to get that developed and everything and have the reels. You know, I still got the camera and the projector, but they probably don't work. But I hear you on that. I never scripted it, though. It was just weird. Like, people were falling down the hill. I had the camera. I was rolling on it. People jumping in the pool and doing weird, like, flip stuff. Just random weird stuff. But from what I've seen from you, and that's what I want to talk about, is they're like organized. You got music videos, you've got like little plays, kind of. I'll call them a play, but it's what you're talking about with the scripted stuff. So
Yeah.
When did the videos, the music video thing, start going?
Oh, I mean, that started immediately. When we first got the camera, I was really obsessed with music videos back in starting around '84. I was just watching them all the time. We didn't even have MTV. I had to work really hard to see them. There was like programs on television that were on like in the wee hours of the night, or like on really strange stations that were like at the very end of the dial, and you'd have to really look around to try to find them, but they were there. So I was watching music videos like nonstop, and I really wanted to, I wanted to make my own music videos. I wanted to make some art like that. I was really just, intrigued with the editing and how they looked and everything like that. And so I started out really just sitting there and lip syncing, or trying to lip sync. A lot of times I would just start the camera and I didn't even really know the words to the song. I just liked the song, and so it doesn't even fit really what I'm moving my mouth, but it doesn't even fit. But eventually I started really scripting them out very specifically. Like, my dad's going to walk through the door here and say this or whatever. And the one that we actually remade scene for scene was a Twisted Sister video for "We're Not Gonna Take It."
I was going to bring it up. Yeah, that's my favorite one. I love that.
That's the only one I can remember where I actually said, okay, we're going to remake this video. We're going to sweet it. That's what they call it now, like in that movie, Be Kind, Rewind. We're going to remake something. They called it sweeting it. So
sweeting it. Yep. Heard the term.
That's what we did.
That's hilarious. And that's I keep sharing it even today. I just shared it recently and said, he's going to be a guest just on my personal page. I didn't put it on anything with the broadcast stuff. But anyway, that's awesome. And then so that was not really one of your first ones then, but one of the ones that kind of got you notoriety, I guess, would be that.
Yeah.
I think.
It's definitely one of the ones that resonates with people the most, I think, because there's a lot of funny things in it. My dad does that role, or the angry father, or he's yelling at me. He's wearing really crazy clothes that like plaid pants and a striped shirt. Like, they don't really match, but it's like very kind of 80s dad kind of a thing to do. And it's just that not too many suburban families in the mid 80s remade a Twisted Sister video. So it's something kind of special.
I believe it. I believe it's definitely special. That's for sure. And it's still resonating now. I mean, obviously the audiences were smaller until the digital age, and everything is online now. So where did you really start getting a lot of notoriety online? And let's go to that point in time.
Oh, I mean, it started with YouTube, certainly. I mean, I'd already been a musician with released music for a very long time, but my following was very spread out all over the world. Just one person here, one person there. It wasn't any kind of cohesive following. The first thing that people really started watching was on YouTube. I had reviewed my McDonald's breakfast that my family had bought. That was in September of 1984. And I sat there and went over each part of the breakfast and talked about it. And of course, people review their breakfasts, fast food, all the time now on YouTube, but not too many people did it and filmed it back in the 80s. So that was something that got posted all over the internet when it first, after I uploaded that. That was probably around 2012.
Yeah,
or so.
Like 10, 12, somewhere in there. I remember when I was seeing it, a little more recent, but yeah, it's been up there a while.
Yeah,
you're getting millions and millions of views. That's what's so awesome.
Yeah, I got quite a few on the channel there. Yeah.
Does it help you with the music, you think, just having the YouTube channel and still doing all this and showing the home stuff from the 80s? I'm child. I love watching it.
Oh yeah, I mean, there's a good crossover because some people have no idea that I'm a musician. Some people already knew me as a musician and didn't really know I was making videos my whole life. So it's a good way to get people to see the full picture of all the things that I have done and that I do. If they are really into one thing and then they say, oh, but look, he does this too, and then they start checking out the other things that I do. So yeah, definitely
helps you get the music jobs, the gigs, quote unquote, because of celebrity-ish of YouTube. I mean, I would consider you like a a YouTuber, quote unquote. You know, you got the Logan Pauls and the guy that got in trouble, like Booty Pie, all those guys, and then we've got Weird Paul. You know.
Yeah, I mean, I'm nowhere near the level of those guys. I'm still very small as far as YouTube is concerned. But you know, I mean, I'm kind of YouTube is kind of.
I think I would watch your stuff before theirs, to be honest.
Well, I appreciate that. The thing about YouTube is it's owned by Google. It's very specifically geared to be what they want it to be. And one thing they don't like is videos that are not in HD. They want everything to be in HD because they believe that's what people want to see. That's how people want to watch video. And none of my videos are in HD. I don't make my new videos in HD even. They're all made with an old camcorder.
No camcorder, sure.
So that's YouTube doesn't even let, they don't even push my videos out to people to be seen. I really have stopped using YouTube as much as I used to because I'm just kind of fed up with their whole limiting of how they want my content to be seen. So I'm a lot more active on Twitch now because I think that's where the live streaming future is there. So
it is, and it's they accept they accept whatever you want to send them, but a lot of the stuff is high definition because it's gamers.
Even on Twitch, I'm not using high definition. I'm using an old video camera to stream. So
yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. They're not as restrictive. Twitch.
That's what it's why it's good. It's why it's a good place for me.
Tony, you were going to say some stuff. Go ahead. I don't want to forget to get Tony in.
Yeah. So a couple of things. Like I know you do a lot of parody music as well. So we could talk about that. And then I saw the documentary that was on Amazon Prime. I think I saw it maybe a year ago. So how did the documentary come about? Like, were you approached by some filmmakers that wanted to do a film?
There was a couple of guys out in Hollywood that were trying to start up their own documentary company. After having worked for other people making documentaries for a while, they wanted to start making their own projects, and they found me on YouTube, and they called me up and said, we're really interested in your story, and we'd like to make a film about you. And I said, okay. I said, well, they said, do you think that's a good idea? And I said, well, if you don't do it, somebody else is going to do it. And they said, no, we'll do it. And I said, okay. And that's how that all got started. And it just took a long time between various trips out here filming me. And then I ended up going to Hollywood and they filmed me out there. And, it took a few years to put together, but yeah, it's on Amazon Prime now.
Yeah, I really enjoyed it too. It was called Will Work for Views, I believe.
That's right.
Yeah, it was really good, really well done, very compelling. And of course it brought me back because I'm a guy that grew up in the 70s and 80s. And it was just like, wow, this is like all the nostalgia in there is just incredible.
Yeah.
We all grew up in the 70s, 80s, so we're all with you. Definitely. That's why, like I said, I would much rather watch Weird Paul's stuff than some of those other guys that are, as you're saying, they're much bigger. But I don't know. I like your stuff way better. So are there, what's coming up next? Let's talk about some new stuff that you're going to be doing. And are you going on tour with the music too?
Oh, well, I mean, that was sort of a thing that was kind of getting off the ground a little bit before the pandemic started. But, everything's on hold right now. So I don't have any plans with that.
Okay.
Mostly I just try to keep everything going. I'm on every social media there is pretty much. And specifically the ones where I see that I'm really making some progress and people are really getting interested, I try to put most of my time into. So definitely Twitch right now is somewhere that I'm very active. I'm live streaming on there often, and that's a great place that a lot of musicians have ended up right now since most venues are closed.
That's great. I mean, I love Twitch. We've been using it with another show I had, and it's great. I mean, we get a pretty good response, and I honestly don't push it that much. I do a lot of stuff on Facebook, and I see you on there as well. But that's probably not your big one. You're saying Twitch is the big one for now.
Definitely.
Everything. Because that's what I was going to say. When we want to find Weird Paul, we don't even have to go to YouTube anymore. We go to Twitch now.
you could say that, yeah.
Okay, that's cool.
Oh, and you did put out some vinyl of your band as well over the years.
Yeah, I mean, I think the only one that I personally ever put out was way back in '91, like 30 years ago. I think it was actually 1990, so it was a very long time ago. But I've had some of my music released on vinyl by other labels.
Well, I hope you get a piece of the action.
Yeah, well, you
okay.
Always hope to, yeah.
And what's the hit? The hit is, what is it? Peanut Butter?
Peanut Butter Recall.
Peanut Butter Recall, yeah. That's like the famous one, right? That people.
Yeah,
watch.
that's one of the most popular ones. It's not the most popular one, but it's up there.
Yeah.
That's pretty awesome. So, okay, so we are interviewing Weird Paul here on the Morning Bell, and when we do want to find you, then where do we go to see some like newer stuff you might be doing now? Do we just go to Twitch or what? How do we find you? Give us the websites and all that stuff.
Oh, okay. I mean, if you want to keep up with the newest stuff and hear me talking about what's going on currently, that's definitely on Twitch. I'm not really, I'm like I said, I'm everywhere. If you're on a social media, whatever it is, Twitter or Facebook or TikTok or anything, I'm on all of them. And some of them I'm more active than others, but it depends on what my response is on there and how the websites are treating it. But my website is like 10 years out of date. So, but you can go to my website. It's www.weirdpaul.com.
Okay, sounds awesome. We've been talking with Weird Paul, and everybody definitely go check him out. And it sounds like if you want to see the new stuff that's coming out, you can go on Twitch, which is easy to find, obviously. And then he's on, like you said, everything. So I still see videos on YouTube, so I'm still looking at YouTube as well. So definitely, we can.
Oh yeah, there's lots of. You could watch that for a year probably.
Awesome. Well, thanks again for being on. Really appreciate it. I'm glad you were able to get the time to do it.
Thank you so much for having me.
Yeah, it was awesome. And we'll be sharing this everywhere as well. So definitely it'll be on Twitch. It'll be on our Facebook page. It'll be on Rebel Radio Chicago's Facebook page. So definitely look out for that, audience people. And again, thank you for being with us. We're Paul. Really good time.
Thank you.
And we'll be right back after this on the Morning Bell.
All right. So We're not going to cut yet. This is a chance to do a short, maybe 10-second Weird Paul style, Rebel Radio style Morning Bell liner. It's basically a quick, you're listening to the Morning Bell or something along those lines. You can come up with anything, whatever you'd like to do.
Okay.
Be quiet.
Okay.
I'll count you down. How's that?
All right.
And again, the show's the Morning Bell. Anyway.
Yeah.
3, 2, 1.
Hey everybody, it's Weird Paul, and you're listening to the Morning Bell on Rebel Radio. Rock on!
Awesome.
You're a one-take wonder.
I was going to say we don't need to have to do another one.
Let's do another one just for safety because you never know
it in my head before.
With computers,
yeah.
We'll just do one more just for the fun.
Real quick.
No problem.
All right, I'll count you again.
Okay.
And we'll shut up. 3, 2, 1.
Hey everybody, it's Weird Paul, and you're listening to the Morning Bell on Rebel Radio. Rock on!
Man, that's tough to choose. Right. Thanks again. It was awesome. Good to talk to you finally.
You too. Hey, let me ask you a question about this StreamYard thing. Can you use this to stream on Twitch? Can you use this live to like talk to other people?
Yes.
Oh, wow. Okay.
We will. We're not interacting like that, but you can. Yes, you can.
Interesting.
I'll email you the info.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, no, it's a nice interactive thing. There's some fees involved, but minor, small stuff. So
cool.
Awesome. Thank you again, my friend. Great having you.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, thanks. We'll try to catch you next time you're around Chicago. So.
Yes, cool. I missed your Michigan City, Indiana show. I remember I told you about it. I wanted to come and meet you then, and I was like, "Damn it!" I forgot what I was doing last minute, but hopefully you'll come back over there somewhere or Chicago, whatever.
I'll be back to Chicago for sure.
Awesome.
All right.
Take care, my friend. Thank you very much.
All right.
Thanks, everybody.
Bye-bye. Bye, Paul.